we are the builders of underwater cities, living and breathing colonies of ecosystems. We are corals. But what are corals? Many people mistake them for plants or rocks that make up the ocean's landscape. But corals are actually animals. And like all life on Earth, they start off small. The strong currents of the ocean carry a newly hatched coral larvae across shallow waters until it lands on a suitable surface. From there on, its legacy begins. The larvae sticks to the spot and blooms into a coral polyp. Once they're large enough, coral polyps can connect to other polyps nearby to support each other and share resources, forming a colony. As it grows, the polyp leaves behind a limescale skeleton that protects its soft body and serves as a building base to keep on growing. This process requires an enormous amount of energy, especially for such a small creature. Each polyp has a set of stinging tentacles around their mouth to capture food suspended in water, but their main energy source is a secret hidden at a deeper level. Within the polyp's tissue live millions of microscopic algae organisms that react to sunlight and photosynthesize, providing 90% of the nutrients and energy that sustain the coral's life. But that's not all to this symbiotic relationship. The polyp's tissue is actually translucent. The million of microalgae not only feed the coral, but also give it its vibrant and distinctive colors. Apart from humans, corals are the only animals capable of building their own environment. The coral colonies grow and connect with other colonies to form some of the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet, coral reefs. Some reefs are as old as 10,000 years, and others are so massive they can be seen far away in space. Their perfectly balanced design supports 1/4 of the Earth's marine life, all carefully crafted and coexisting in perfect harmony for centuries. But during the 1980s, something unexpected began to happen. The vibrant colors of corals began to fade away. They were bleaching. Why was this happening to the reefs? Was it a disease? A plague? The answer was much simpler, but far more devastating. The corals were bleaching because the ocean's temperature had risen 2 degrees Celsius, caused by global warming. When corals are exposed to such high temperature changes, the algae in their tissue gets damaged and they are unable to feed the coral. In response, the coral becomes stressed and expels the algae from its body without realizing it's removing its main food source, and eventually dies away. Today, 75% of the world's coral reefs are currently threatened, and by 2030, it's estimated the number will rise to 90% if the emissions of greenhouse gases continue as they are. But there is still hope for saving corals, and we are the key to their survival. By working together, we can take action to reduce our carbon footprint. Actions like walking or cycling whenever possible, choosing organic and local foods that are in season, reducing waste, avoiding plastic consumption, washing clothes in cold water, donating to ocean conservation and research charities, but most importantly, voting for climate actions and letting your political representatives know you stand for greener and sustainable policies. We have the resources, and most importantly, we have a choice. So let's bring back the coral's light.